Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's actually a very cool and drizzly Saturday. Got off of work. I'm house sitting, or really I should say puppy sitting, for my cousin. And so I went over there to feed the dogs and take them out to use the bathroom. And then I went by Tractor Supply to get some soil. Almost got some more chickens, but I showed self-restraint. They had breeds there that they didn't have when I got my chicks. But I did buy something really cool I wanted to show you guys. And then I came home and cared for my chicks. And now I'm going to be putting a squash plant in a pot. So like I said, I went to Tractor Supply for some soil. I got a bag of, it's called Back to Roots. I've never tried this brand before. It's organic. Last year when I planted my vining plants, my squash, cucumber, watermelon, I didn't really have the space for it. I mean, I have the space for it, okay. Let me rephrase. Where I put it probably wasn't the best. And anytime my boyfriend would mow the yard or weed eat or anything, he would end up chopping one of my vines, which caused my plant to die. So this year I'm gonna try putting my vining things in pots and putting them on the side of the shed on top of the pallet kind of deck thing that I've created, and try to keep them safe that way. Well, while I was there, right before I walked out, I noticed these guys. It's a seed starting tray, but I thought these were pretty cool. So it's a reusable one. And they had all kinds of sizes. They had an 8 cell, so it's going to have bigger cells in it. They had a 10 cell, medium-sized cells, and then they had the 36 cell, which obviously are very small. And this would be good for starting your seeds, but you could not keep your seeds in here until it's time to transplant outside, I guess, depending on how far ahead of time you're starting your seeds. So I went ahead and got the big one because I don't actually have to wait very long before I can transfer things outside. It's the time of year for us to get things in the ground here. They're definitely more expensive than just the plastic throwaway ones, but since they're reusable, I think it might be worth it. We'll see. But anyway, so these things are made of silicone. So it makes it easy for you to just pop your plant out. And the lady that was working there that was talking to me about these things said that she got some and she really likes them. She said it cuts back on root damage and all that, and just makes it a lot easier. Reminds me of an ice cube tray. And then this is for the water, obviously. I wonder if you could also put it on top. No, that will not work. But they also did make this same brand and kind of design. They made the little greenhouse seed starting trays as well. So I thought we'd start some seeds in this. But first I want to get soil in this pot and get one of my squash planted up because they're growing fast. They need to get out of their little nursery pots. This stuff feels really soft. It says it's peatless. The only thing I don't like with a lot of these soil mixes is the wood chips in them. I don't understand why there's wood chips in here. Like, I know you're supposed to have organic matter and stuff, but my understanding is that wood chips actually leach nutrients away from your plants. So why do they all put them in here? I don't really get that. This stuff does feel really nice though. It doesn't just feel like dirt. It's nice and fluffy, and I don't know, the texture is just really nice. You can see the sand in there. Feels like good stuff. It actually started raining while I was sitting out there doing that, so I got that one in the pot and I'll have to show you later. I'm definitely gonna have to do some rearranging in here or something because I have no room to work. Which I'm happy. I'm not complaining. I've got my chickens. This is me at the door. They take up all that space. It's a lot of my shipping stuff. I can get this organized. I can shove some stuff back there. Shove it over there somewhere. A lot of these shelves need to be redone. You know, like, there's a lot of work to do out here. and it would probably work out a lot better once I did all that. But I work so much, and I don't even think I work that much. It just feels like I never have any time. I don't know. It's hard to get out. It's hard to make time to get out here and do this stuff. I'm really tired today, you guys. I've had a lot going on this weekend and I'm really sleepy. I just want to go inside and take a nap, but I don't want to waste my weekend. What little time I do have. So I'm going to try to make some room in here so I can sit down and start some seeds in these little trays. I was just checking out the back of this thing, and it said that it includes a plantogram on the back side. So look at there. Let me open it up. So that is the tray, and it's labeled, and then you can write down all the seeds that you started in each cell, which is super handy for somebody like me who never labels anything. This is easy, and then I can just hang it up on my door and I won't forget. Good idea, Burpee. Good idea. Save some time, I went ahead and pre-filled the cells with soil, which is super easy. You just dump a bunch on top, rub it in. If you need more, add more, and do the same thing over again. That makes it so easy. All right, where'd my seeds go? Seeds. Oh, none of my herbs sprouted. If you guys watched me start some seeds a couple weeks ago, I got a few okra to sprout and a couple tomatoes to sprout. None of the peppers yet, none of the herbs, and none of the flowers. I'm going to go ahead and start mostly herbs. I'm not going to start any big plants, I don't think, or anything that's easier for me to start in here. Why are you crying? Is it because I'm talking? These chickens have been quiet the whole time I've been out here until I started talking to the camera. I'm going to do herbs and then maybe some flowers, maybe some tomatoes. Should have grabbed a pen before I sat down so I could write down what I'm planting, right? Nasturtium. Hello. I don't know what that was. It's been interesting. Let's see. I have had the chicks now for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. I've had the chicks for 3 days, and they've already grown a lot from just bringing them home. And I think I was sitting out here watching them the other day, and I think it's just so crazy how chickens go from little tiny, cute little babies to having their own babies in 4 to 5 months. That's crazy. I mean, I know there's a lot of animals out there that are like that, but I don't know. It's just to see them, and they're so small, they're so cute, and you know, in just a couple months, they're not going to look anything like that anymore. They're already, their wing feathers are growing out quickly. They're starting to get their tail feather pins. Listen, you cannot cry the whole time I'm filming. People are going to think I'm abusing you. Some of my seeds got wet. Looks like they're going to take a nap. After this, I'll show you, I'll introduce you to, they don't have names yet, but one of them has stood out as having a big personality, so I would like to introduce you to that chick, and then we have to decide on names. I was going to wait until they get more feathered out so I can see their colors and stuff, but we'll see. So let me pick out my seeds, and then I'll get back to you. Thyme, 2 types of spinach, oregano, I guess there's 2 types of thyme, 2 types of basils, actually 3 because this is a Tulsi basil. And I wasn't going to do chives, but when I was picking the onion grass I told you guys about before, to me, it is a lot more oniony, and I'm more of a garlicky person. Now I love onions and things, but I love the smell of garlic, so I think I'm going to try some garlic chives. And then I've got a stack of flowers here, some cosmos, daisies, poppies, forget-me-nots, nasturtium, and borage. And then if I have any room, I've got a Rutgers tomato and 2 types of pepper, peppercini and cayenne. I'm so sleepy today, I can't even think, you guys. Can't even think. I need a pen. I went ahead and wrote down what I'm gonna put in each of these cells before I planted it. Just thought it'd be a little easier for me. That way, I guess if I get distracted by something and I've planted something and haven't written it down yet, I won't, you know, forget. Sleepy brain does not make for fast and efficient work. These are labeled with the letters and the numbers. Because I was looking at this thinking, wait, what if I get this turned around? How am I gonna know? Well, there's your answer, Christy. It's labeled. If you've ever played Battleship, you should be able to do this. I am over sowing everything just to try to boost my chances. I think a lot of my seeds got really hot out here over the summer because I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about it at all. And I left, I left my seeds out here in this garden shed where temperatures could reach up to 100 degrees. I've seen my thermostat say in here. And seeds, heat and humidity are no good for seeds, which is, this was like a indoor growing house, not a greenhouse, but an indoor grow house. And I wasn't thinking about the fact that my seeds were over there in the corner. So I probably killed off most of these seeds, which is probably why I'm having such an issue getting them to germinate this year. So I'm probably going to be buying new seeds. So I am over sowing everything, and I'm not worried about if it's the last bit of seeds that I have, because they need to be repurchased. I've probably ruined them. What is it? I just had a fun thought. What if my leftover seeds, I can mix in with my chick feed? They could poop them out, right? And then when I take all those shavings out to clean their thing out, I'll go put those in the garden. Maybe the chicks will grow some seed or some plants for me. I'll be honest, this is a bit obsessive. That's a lot of seeds given the size of the cells. But like I said, I don't think a lot of them are gonna be coming up. So if I get any germination at all, I'll be happy. I can always thin them out. A lot of seeds in those tiny little cells, but it's all an experiment. I say that every year. It's true. I also wanted to point out that I put the, the seed company in parentheses next to the seeds. So that's MI for MI Gardener, DS for Dollar Seed, Haas, and then I've got some off-brand ones that one of my coworkers gave to me. That way, for seeds that I've got the same varieties but from different companies, I can gauge kind of whether one company is better than others. Though I probably shouldn't do that now, knowing that my seeds set out here in 100-degree temperatures. But in the future, that's good to know. Everybody's covered. The rule is twice as deep as they are wide. I think I made a mistake when I said it last time. I said as deep as wide, but it's twice as deep as they are wide, except for the really, really small ones. You kind of just sprinkle on the soil and kind of rub over them. I did the best I could. I'm still learning this stuff. I stuck their little tray outside, try to collect some rainwater for them. And in the meantime, let's look at the chickens. So this little yellow one here, which I believe is an amber link. This is the most curious, most friendly. When I put this stick in here, this little perch for him, it was running all up and down, back and forth, jumping off at one end, running back to the other, coming up, running back around. You would think I put a slip and slide out here for him or something. The red one, I believe, is a golden sex link. I can't remember. It was either that or some kind of Chantilex mix or something like that. I can't remember. The gray one is the Orpington. And the two black ones, one's supposed to be a Dominique, one is supposed to be a Cuckoo Maran. But I think they got that wrong because a cuckoo-marron should have yellow feet, and neither one of them do. Or maybe it's the Dominic. I don't know. My brain has shut down for the weekend. I can't think of anything. One of them should have a pink leg foot. The other should have a yellow. They both have pink with black on it. So I don't know if there's some kind of mix. Either way, they're happy little chickens, and I'm happy to have them. It's more responsibility, but gives me something to do. My herbs finally dried, but a lot of the leaves, not a lot, some of the leaves turned yellow while they were sitting up here. I don't know if that means that they've gone bad. I wonder if the chickens will eat this. Always the first to run out and see what's going on, huh? Yes. So we gotta come up with some names for these, you guys. Give me some ideas. Give some name ideas down below. Now, theoretically, I have 4 hens and 1 rooster. I don't know that for sure yet. So give me 4 to 5 female names that you really like for chickens, and a rooster name in case I did get a rooster out of that straight run. Oh, I was going to show you their feathers. Yeah, their feathers. Those are, I guess they're true feathers. So all the fuzz is the baby stuff. That's why you got to have a heat lamp, because they can't regulate their body temperature. But once they're completely feathered out, you don't have to have that anymore. So their wing feathers are the first things to start growing out. And then you get their little pin feathers on their butts. Look at it. It's so cute. And then all the rest starts coming in. And that's when you start to really see what colors they're going to be. So I am going to collect the water to put in the tray. No, I'm not. There's not enough water in there. That's the one I got in the bucket. Now I've got to get enough water to put in the bottom of this tray. Use some of this. Got rainwater collecting here we can use. It might be smarter to lift and pour. Got that done. I could not do it with the one hand, so I had to do it with both. That's done. I need to get this chickie some clean water and some fresh food before I head back over to my cousin's house to check on the dogs, let them out, play with them, love them a bit, and then we'll be staying the night over there. She'll be home tomorrow. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this video, you guys. I have no idea how long or short it is, but I want to thank you for being here and for hanging out with me. Like I said earlier, I'm very tired, so I'm sorry if I seem or whatever, but we made it through, and we got some seeds started, and we got some squash in a thing I shouldn't have to worry about anymore. So we got several plants I gotta find homes for, but it's all very exciting, and I just appreciate you guys being here with me. Hope I see you again in the next video.